U.S. Highway 160. Yeah! Alright, U.S. Highway 160 is from Poplar Bluff, Missouri through Tuba City, Arizona with U.S. Highway 160. We get U.S. Highway 67 and Interstate 57, where U.S. Highway 160 will begin in Poplar Bluff. Famous towns like Springfield, Missouri. Nothing in Kansas. No towns in Kansas. Come on, man. And, Colorado, we get Trinidad, where US 350 will begin. Waylandesburg with US 85, Interstate 25, and US 87. Durango with US 550. The beginning of US 84 in Paso Springs. Heads up into the Four Corner State. To only a New Mexico for a little bit. Heads up into Arizona. The beginning of US Highway 64. Makes its last end in Tuba City on US Highway 89. On US Highway 67 and the future Highway Interstate 57, we get US 160 signed for Donnie Finn. Come on, we should get like Springfield, Missouri. Now we're about to join US Highway 80. Oh, it's US Highway 63 with US Highway 160. Now we're losing US Highway 63. US 160 is turning right. Branson, we get US Highway 65 for Branson and Springfield. Now we're about to join US Highway 60 for Republic, and US 60 eastbound is signed for Rogersville. So Republic. Oh, we're going to do a little Star Wars reference for US Highway 60 signed for Republic. Now we're losing US Highway 60. Hang on for just a second. US 160 is signed for Battlefield. Here's Interstate 44. That can take you to Tulsa and St. Louis, Missouri. And Kansas City also. Wait, no. Interstate 44 does not go into Kansas City. Interstate 49 does. In Lamar, Missouri, we get Interstate 49 southbound, signed for Joplin with US Highway 71. And US Highway 71 and Interstate 49 are both signed for Kansas City. Now we're just going to head into Kansas. Now we're joining US Highway 69. US Highway 400 also joins us. We're going to be concurrent with US Highway 69, 160, and 400. I will do US Highway 400 coming soon, guys. We're losing US Highway 400, US 69, and US 160 is both turning right. Hold on for just a second. In Columbus, Kansas, we're losing US Highway 69. US 160 is heading straight. Now we're about to join US Highway 59. We're losing US Highway 59. US 160 is heading straight. Now we're about to join US Highway 169. Now we're losing US Highway 169. US 160 is time for Independence. Now we're about to join US Highway 75. Now we're losing US Highway 75. US 160 is still heading straight. In Winfield, Kansas, we get US Highway 77. We get Interstate 35, signed for Wichita and Oklahoma City. Now we're about to join US Highway 81. Now we're losing US Highway 81. US 160 will turn right. I had to do US Highway 160 eastbound. Now we're about to join US Highway 281. Just hold on for a second. Never mind, it's US Highway 160 westbound. So now we're losing US 281. Now we're about to join US Highway 183 for Coldwater. Now we're losing US Highway 183 in the middle of nowhere. So US 160 will head straight. We're signed for Ashland for 6 miles. Now we're about to join US Highway 283. Now we're losing US Highway 283. US 160 is turning left. Now we're about to join US Highway 54. Now we're losing US Highway 54. US 160 is turning right. Now we're joining US Highway 83. You can go check out my US Highway 83 video. It is out today. Here's US Highway 56. Now we're losing US Highway 83 and we're signed for Ulysses. So now we're leaving Kansas and welcome to the colorful Colorado. Here's US Highway 385. And what are we signed? Trinidad. Here's the beginning of US Highway 350. That will take you to US Highway 50. Now we're about to join Interstate 25, US 85, and US 87. They're both signed for Denver. And what does Interstate 25 say? Renton. This should have been Albuquerque, New Mexico, not Santa Fe. Now we're losing Interstate 25, US 85, and US 87. US 160 will head into Wallensburg. Now we're going to join US Highway 285, heading straight. And we get a nice looking Dairy Queen over there. I've been to Dairy Queen in Tennessee. I do like their burgers and fries there in Dairy Queen. They got like blizzards there. They are good looking ice creams. So now we're going to be losing US Highway 285. US 160 is heading straight. Here's the beginning of US Highway 84, signed for Charmogo. And we're signed for Pagsoa. I don't know. I'm not good at pronouncing Colorado states. Some of them. So US 160 will head into Durango. Now we're about to join US Highway 550. It's a Farmington. So we're heading into Durango. Now we're losing US Highway 550. US 160 will be heading into the Four Corners. Now we're about to join US Highway 491. Hold on for just a second. Now we're losing US Highway 491. US 160 is turning right. Welcome to New Mexico. We're going to be in there for a little bit. This will take you to the Four Corners, states like Utah, Arizona, Colorado, and New Mexico. I wish I can go there on my Colorado trip, but I'm banned from Colorado for, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Welcome to Arizona. This is our last town for US Highway 160 for Arizona. Here's the beginning of US Highway 64, signed for Shiprock. And what are we signed? I am not going to say that. Kayenta? I don't know. This is a lot of words to say for Arizona. Now we're joining US Highway 191. That will take you to Utah. Now we're losing US Highway 191. US 160 will head into a final last town in Arizona. Here's the beginning of US Highway 163. And we're going to make our final end for US Highway 160, right on US Highway 89. It's time for Flagstaff and Page and Grand Canyon. South Rim and North Rim. So US Highway 160 just ends on US Highway 89. So that is it for US Highway 160 video. Thank you all for watching for the US Highway 160 video. So peace out, and tomorrow we will do US Highway 601, 501, and 101. Later tonight we will do a gaming video of Sonic the Hedgehog 1 playing Spring Yard Zone and Labyrinth Zone. So peace out.